It's time to start this quest to kill the griffin.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
We've already been through that, haven't we? Yeah. I've accepted a contract with the griffin.
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of a Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennefer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the griffin for him.
Oh, you're smart.
What else could he want from two witchers? Go on. Tell me what you know.
Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a lure, set a trap.
And how's that going?
Alright.
Learned some things. It's a male, had its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgaardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse.
And I got the buckthorn.
Got the buckthorn.
Ought to work like a charm. Powerful, son.
More like stench.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss, standard smells of the countryside. Remember Tredegor? Hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap? You spent half the next day bathing, scrubbing yourself.
How can I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up?
Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
How's your shoulder, old man?
I'm ready. No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to ambush it.
Picked one out already. Other side of the stream. There's fields and a grove. Plenty of room and far enough so no one will get in our way.
Hope
Good.
so.
Meet you there.
I hope level 3 with my equipment is brew the thunderbolt potion. Okay. I did not have the thunderbolt recipe before. Yeah. Uh-huh. I've already made some stuff, game. Why didn't I have this before? What is this? Endurega embryo. Good thing I have that, I guess. Okay, equip. Ah. Place the water. Press what? Is that hold? I hold the buttons to do those potions.
For trouble.
Well, one thing about fighting in this field, a dead griffin or a couple of dead witchers will be good for the crops. Alright, Vesemir, is this where you die? Are you gonna die here, buddy?
A stream, amber waves of grain. Charming place. Perfect for an ambush.
I know how to choose them. So, ready?
Yeah.
Let's start. Wind's good. Bait's scent will spread quickly.
Now all we have to do is wait. Come on. We can cower in the shade of those birches.
So tell me, once we find Yennefer, what'll you do? Got your eye on a contract?
No. I'll go to Kaer Morhen.
Little early to settle in for the winter.
Snows are a way off, yes. That's what worries me. Nilfgaard's crossed the Pontar in the east. Puts them maybe a week's march from Kaer Morhen. If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes, well, we need to cover our tracks, hide our paths. Speaking of winter and wintering, think you'll come this year?
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
Who are you thinking about? What guest?
It's close.
Let's go give it a warm welcome.
Wait, take this.
Ah, crossbow.
A crossbow.
Won it in a card game while you ran around. Might come in handy.
Gambling? Well, well.
How about that? Always lectured us on the evils, but you're a gambler yourself.
Stop talking. Got a griffin to kill.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, ain't it?
It's about to dive.
All right.
What?
Damn! It's fast!
Oh, man.
How long you gonna make me wait?
Oh.
Don't let it get away!
Just like Dragon's Dogma. Quinn?
Time to end.
Die!
Not bad. Not bad. Though you could stand to improve something.
Still alive, Vismer. Live and learn. Like what?
For example,
Upward vertical strike. It's too obvious. But more on that later. Take the griffin's head to the black ones. I'll ready our horses. Meet me at the inn.
Alright, buddy. A griffin egg. Oh, cut its freaking head off. A hatchet? Some more saltpeter? Peter? What do they need silver at a mill for? Any funky business around here? Odd. A saddle. Tamarin poignard. Wyvern decoction. Must be a quest at a later time, I guess. Okay, okay. All right then, Roach. Let's see if we can fit you with that better saddle. sell the other one. The saddle ought to bring good money. Oh wait, it'll be on character, right? Here we go. %10 chance to dismember. Is that like an instant kill or what? Took his saddle off. It's a potion. It's under potion. Alright, enhanced saddle, 25 stamina, 20 stamina. Bonus experiments from most of the things that I've been killing, or 10% chance to dismember. Not entirely sure what it means, but whatever. Whatever. What happened to all my water? I had a bunch of water. I didn't just draw. There it is. Let's put that on the Thunderbolt. See if we can make some more what do they call it stuff. More swallow. No. All right. How are these boots? Worse. Gloves, a little bit better. After I went through all that to build these other gloves. Oh, but these raise my attack power 8%. For 2 armor, what's better? Let's go with the flat armor increase, I guess. Alright. And how's this hatchet? Better than my sword. Alright. There we go. Alright, cool beans. Cool beans. Alright. Alright, let's go, Roach. Let's go, Roach. There we go.
Slower.
I guess this returns to the the garrison. You know what? No, I'm gonna go turn in this quest. Then I might get experience to level up, and then I'll come back and I'll tackle this cemetery where that crazy wraith was that
Come on.
beat me up when I first booted the game up. We'll go around it for now. I'll come back to you, tiny cemetery. Does Roach go in the water? No, he does not. Get away from me, Drowner. Wanna come out and fight? Oh, those are fish? No, it's a drowner. It's a drowner. Alright, Roach. Well, where is he? Excuse me. My controller vibrated. Are these crazy people still here? Nah. Yeah, drill them.
We have much work to do here. Quite a lot.
What the hell is this?
Right.
You wanted
You
barley?
take me for a blind man or a fool? This grain is rotten.
I didn't know.
How don't you know
So,
that?
a fool. Damn it, you never learn. Military Codex, Article 2, Section 3. For the delivery of defective goods, 15 lashes with a knout. Make it so.
Oh, no, no! By the gods, no!
Alright, he's not such a good guy.
What?
No more Captain Nice Guy?
Guess you've dropped your good uncle act.
It was no act. I extended a hand to these people. They spat on it.
Could it be because it held the sword that killed their loved ones?
Tja, a moralist. And what would you do in my stead?
Wouldn't ever be in your stead.
Tell me why you've come.
Killed the griffin.
Fulfilled my end of the bargain. Your turn. Where'd Yennefer go?
To Vizima.
She was a
Vizima.
day's ride from here the whole time? Under my nose? Might have said so.
Yes, I might have. But you would not have killed the griffin.
I probably would have killed the griffin.
Halt! We are not done. It's yours, this gold.
Yes, take the
I
gold.
would not want you to say you were inadequately compensated.
Yeah, take it. What, are you gonna not take it? That's a whip, not a knout.
Your kind served them. Non-humans. Mercy! Please! No more. Please, no more.
Where's he at?
Please.
Oh.
I will give you such a lashing.
Please.
A knout is a knotted rope, I think, not a whip. Oh, he's done with his lashings now.
Make way.
Alright. Where's the quartermaster?
Are you here to spy or haggle?
Show me what you got.
Show me what you're battling.
Man, these guys are giving me crap for experience, buddy. Just crap. Alright. These glare. I'll be level 4 soon. It's 300. 300? It's a better sword. Actually better than the axe. .30 slashing damage. For only 6 coins? Yeah, let's take it. Sap. Yeah, it's by the sap. Fifth essence. Whatever that is. Silver. Gold nugget. Silver sword for fighting monsters. I need one more silver ingot. Cool, 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 cool. Ah, but required level 13. Can't even... Won't be able to use that for a while. Oh, I bought that and it's not even good. That's barely better. All right, buddy. So I need to make about 300 coins. What can I sell? Oh, that's right, I can sell this old saddle for 22. Alright, that's a good chunk. No, I don't want to sell that. That's my trophy. Is there anything that I have a lot of? I have a few of these. Let's sell 5. Okay, okay. Not worth it. How much does that go for? 12, and I don't really want to use it. But I'll save it in case it's useful for something else. So, one of that. Nice. All right. Now I can buy that. Sell one of these. And then I can repair my stuff here. All right. Later.
So long.
Very glad.
All right. Well, these people are going to have to learn military law. Which I'm sure there's a lot of. Alright, let's go kill a graveyard wraith. I actually got the griffin strapped to his griffin head strapped to his side there.
Hey there.
Alright, where's the cemetery? Oh, it's way back here. There's something back over this bridge.
Go, go.
Here's that new saddle. All right. Temerian Lily Key. Some more buckthorn there. Blood-soaked military orders. To whom it may concern, by order of the Legion Commander, the men bearing this missive are to be escorted north to the border post near Oxenford, with the remainder of Danian division waiting for them. As naval-born Temerians, they are under special protection, and not a hair on their heads is to be harmed. Everything they carry is their own private property and is to remain in their possession. Any failure to heed this order will be punished in an accelerated military tribunal. Randall Wittgenberg. Oh, more stuff here. Kaidwani Gambison. What's this, a whale? So, have I been swimming in freshwater or saltwater? Is this a lake or is this like ocean? Valuable fossil. Okay. Oh, or is this a fossil? And not just a skeleton. Alright, Roach, sorry for leaving you in such a precarious position.
Go, go. Slower. Come
How
on
you like
now.
that silver?
I'm not going to hit them with silver, Geralt. Oh, come now. Oh. Nice! And one more.
Don't let him catch his breath!
All right. Let's go check out these houses. Dead fella here. Not an actual door. And the grave. All right.
Medallion's humming. Place of power. It's gotta be.
I didn't kill it, did I? Like... I didn't kill it. Here lieth the mortal remains of Florin Verdiers, who died childless in the flower of his youth, stricken by apoplexy while hunting. May military forgive him his sins against nature and its laws. This was the gay baron, the baron's or the local lord's gay son. All right. Is this his wraith? All right. And what got upgraded? Igni got upgraded.
Strange.
Is it?
Strange.
I wish I had cat. Gildorf sword, blunt axe. Letter from Witcher Colburn of the Viper School. And Serpentine silver sword. To Ivar Evil Eye, Master Witcher of the Viper School. So I'm aware of a cat school, a griffin school, a bear school, and now I guess there's a viper school, as well as Geralt's own wolf school of witchering. Now it's interesting. My favorite author, Gene Wolfe, he used to write about basically in a lot of his books there was the recurring theme of wolf, cat, and bear. So wolf was like, they were friendly characters. They were like the main character in Shadow of the Torturer, Severian. He was like a wolf. And cat people were they were friends, but they could also basically screw around with you. They were not exactly friends, but they could be good or bad. But they weren't enemies. They could help you out, they could be friendly, or they could cause trouble for you. And then bear people, they were just straight up bad. They were the adversary. They were the guys to be overcome by the wolf. So I think it's funny you got these rival schools. Of course, it opens up a bunch more, having a griffin and a viper school, but still. Have now found all the legendary diagrams once belonging to our order. Well, that's good for Viper School. Certain complications have arisen, however. On the way back to our keep, I stopped to rest the night in a village in the Temerian borderlands. Is it here as a white orchard? The blasted peasants decided to make me into their scapegoat and accused me of kidnapping some beekeeper's brat. They took me into the local lordling's castle for interrogation, during which they found and confiscated one of the diagrams. Shit. But do not fear, I will get back. They will not find the others. I have invoked Temerian common law and demanded a trial by ordeal instead of submitting to the whims of this baronet. My request was granted. And tomorrow I am to cleanse the baronet's family crypt of wraiths. This place, I'm guessing. I expect this will prove little trouble. Perhaps I will already have returned to the keep by the time you receive this letter. Light the furnaces. We'll have some forging to do. Colgrim. And I guess the letter never got delivered. Come on, light it. Girl, light it. I need light. Alright, there we go. Matina blade. So in this game, these rival schools, are they actually like enemy witchers, or Or what's up? Or are they just like another school of witchery? I'm guessing this is another quest by itself. I'm actually unlocked. Okay. Oh, it's very touchy. Come on, light it, dude. Light it, bro. Ah, got it. Well, it would appear there's nothing more to see in here at this point in time. Alright.
Magic. A place of power.
Yep, you already drew from it, buddy. Alright. Got it. That's the one I couldn't hit earlier. Alright. Come on, Roach. Let's go meet it with Vesemir. Actually, let's go see the, what do you call that thing? Willis, the blacksmith first.
Slow now.
No, there was something behind the cemetery. There was a, oh, already got it. That was the guarded treasure. Never mind.
That's it, Roach.
A return customer. Welcome. What can I do for you?
Welcome. Actually, I don't want to talk to you right now. I want to do
So
this
long.
first. Worse. 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 Better. Required level 14. Worse. Already read it. Already read it. Alright. Now we can talk to Willis.
A return customer. Welcome.
Show me your wares.
Show me what you got.
Sell only 5. Oh, come on. I'm giving wealth away. Just giving wealth away. Tina Blade. All right. That would be good stuff, but what do I need? I need some more cured leather. I need 2 more threads. But it's pretty much, it's good armor though. So what was that? 110 leather. I need leather scraps. Was it that or was it that? Let's get 1. And then some thread. He has thread, right? Yeah. Alright, crafting. He still needs 1 scrap. Okay. I mean, if the guy sells the materials, then why can't I? Whatever. Alright, make my jacket. Now it costs too much. Now I gotta sell some crap. Alright, sell one of these. Ooh. Silver amber necklace. 101. It's a magic item. uh, I hope I don't need this later. Alright. Cade Winnie Gambison. Farewell.
So long.
So long, chump. Actually, let's use this point. Puppet. Why can't I get this? Oh, it's level 6. Alchemy. Potion overdose threshold. That's pretty good. Alright. Sun and stars. That's pretty good. Survival instinct. Just straight up 500 health. That's probably good. Steady shot. Nah. Just a magic shot. A magic extra shot from the crossbow. Advanced pyrotechnics. Nah. Strong back. Carry more. Wow. Eating food regenerates vitality for 20 minutes. In combat fires. Not a lot of enemies are using these types of attacks on me, but that would no doubt be good to have. 200% bomb damage, but the number of bomb and slots. And griffin mutagen, and I have what? Moonwraith, 50 vitality. 50 vitality. That might be good. What is this again? All right. I don't have the other slots unlocked, I guess. I wonder how I unlock these other slots. Level 9, level 8, level 6. Oh, I'll get this one next. Alright, cool. I'm going to the head real quick. I will be right back. Alright. I got some new stuff here, right? Did I? It says I did. Wraiths. Just regular wraiths. Got night wraiths, noon wraiths, and now regular wraiths. Finish all your business before you die. Bid your loved ones farewell, write your will. Apologize to those you've wronged, otherwise you'll never truly leave this world. Paul Vikal, peasant healer. Clerics and scholars are forever debating whether spirits do in fact journey to another world after death, one where eternal joy or suffering awaits. Both groups agree, however, on what happens to spirits who, for one reason or another, remain in our world after their body breathes its last. They transform into wraiths. To hear their mournful howls, one can surmise this is not a fate to be envied. Okay. Nothing new here. Let's put on this thing. Kind of looked like a sheriff or something. Okay. Alright, yeah. Igni intensity, art, sign intensity. I don't think it's worth sticking on there. Nah. Only 2%. Nah. Alright. Let's talk to Willis again.
A return customer. Welcome.
Show me what you got.
Does Geralt ever will wear helmets? So I can sell this for 27. I can dismantle it and get that stuff back, so I won't have to buy that crap again. And it costs 23 to do that. It may be more worthwhile to do that. Nah, let's sell it. Alright. Yeah. Alright. And then repair. 35. Alright. Thank you, sir. Use the wheel. And get on with this questing duel. See if there's, no, see if there's anything new here. Oh, don't punch the board. We like the board. Art Fiend Isnar. Don't understand what you just read. Oh, learn Nilfgaardian. We already have that. Outdoor relief. Alright, we've already seen all that stuff. There's one... No, we can loot this stuff now. It's nighttime, there's no guards here. You've got nothing for me, have you, sir?
Greetings.
Greetings.
Let me have a look at your stock.
Any Gwent cards? I already have that, I think. I think I already have that. Catapult. 20. Saddlebags. Well, we can't afford any of that, so let's get this some dragon hunter thing. Alright. Now, is there anything I can sell him? Oh, the goat hide. Let's just keep one doll, one of each of these dolls. There's a man with too many dolls. It's kinda weird. Sell these fishing rods. Sell that fishing nets. Ashes. Sell 4 of them. Wolf hide, pretty good. Still 7. Pipe. Deer hide, keep that. Old sheepskin, we can sell the old one. Sell the mug. Sell the flowers. Sell the blunt axe. A ladder. A rope ladder. Let's keep that. Who knows if that'll be useful. A valuable fossil. Valuable is in the name, and it's worth 1 coin. Well, this obviously is not the guy to sell that to. Temerian Special Forces insignia. No, we won't sell that.
Take care.
Okay, on with the game. Straight up bandit just sitting here, huh? What's up, bandit?
Come to Pappy.
Oh dear. Are you playing this game by yourself?
I'll
No.
rip off your melon and shit down your neck!
Oh, this guy again?
Son of a goat.
I'll rip off your melon and shit down your neck!
You're serving these people?
Come to Pappy.
Ah, shit, there's gonna be a fight, isn't it? There's gonna be a fucking fight in here.
What you'll be needing?
What are you selling?
Got anything interesting under the counter?
Depends what you're after. Have a look.
Who is the guy who is buying honeycomb? Someone was buying honeycomb. What am I doing? This here stuff. A decoy, crap card. Mahakaman spirit. Mahakaman. Mahaka. Mandrake cordial. That sounds terrible. Homemade pepper vodka. It's only 9, but it's not that amazing either. Don't need it.
Farewell.
I just quit conversation with you. I didn't mean to bump. Am I gonna have to kill you again, cat? Alright, Vesemir. We're gonna have to fight all these assholes, ain't we? Is this where you die?
Yennefer's in Vizima. Got a few friends there, so... Something wrong?
Look around.
All these fucking
Trouble
bandits.
brewing.
Yeah. Alright, then it's time to go.
Time we were on our way.
Mm-hmm. I'll buy some provisions for the journey. Then we'll go.
Let's just go, man.
Harold, we should stay out of it. Just this once.
What happened to the lilies?
Took 'em down.
Took them down to hang a golden sun there now.
I cannot show Temerian colours. They'll come and burn the tavern down.
Maybe it's true what they say. You fond of the Imperials? You Nilfgaard's whore?
I'll let that pass. I know grief eats at your heart.
You know shit. They hanged my sister, dragged her out the cloister like a dog. said Nilfgaard's no place for superstition, that they don't fear the wrath of the gods. And you, do you fear it? If not for Annie, your child would have choked on its navel string. You owe your son to my sister attending to the birth, and you don't fear the gods' wrath. You don't fear it, you cunt!
Don't grab. Wow. Hey, woman. Whoa.
Leave me be!
That was uncalled for.
Recognize this medallion? You know what it means. Back off.
You all right?
They say witches steal young'uns. That true. What the Emperor promised you, freaks? Your own land? Like he did the elves once?
Get out, all of you.
We ain't going nowhere.
Ah, shit.
Are you?
They won't back down now.
I can see that.
Wow! Wow!
It's all right. It's over.
Leave me be! Get away!
She's part of him.
See his face! God save us!
Be gone, and don't ever come back.
So much for not getting involved. Come on, let's go.
We should have just left. Ha.
That brawl, we didn't start it.
Is that her?
Excuses, excuses. You've not changed a bit.
It's her.
Yen? How?
I received a report about a witcher who'd appeared in White Orchard. I knew it was you, looking for me. I might have waited until you found me, but... well, you know me. Patience has never been my strong suit. It's... good to see you, Geralt. I'd even embrace you. Were you not covered in blood?
Oh, it's not that
Sorry.
much.
Wasn't expecting to see you. To be honest, this isn't at all how I imagined we'd meet.
How did you imagine it?
You didn't imagine you'd have a Nilfgaardian escort. Don't get me wrong, Yennefer. I'm glad to see you. But I do think you owe us an explanation.
And I shall provide it. In Vizima. Ready your horses.
Alright, something's happening.
Spent the last 6 months in the saddle. Haven't seen you for 2 years. Can we take a moment to...
Sadly, we cannot. Someone awaits you, Geralt. Someone who doesn't like to be kept waiting. Emperor Emir var Emrys.
Emir.
Or, to those on more intimate terms with him, the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Doubt I number among that group. For as I remember, last time we saw each other, he wanted to kill me.
Well, now he wishes to make you an offer.
An imperial
One can't
contract.
refuse.
I didn't, though I could have.
Alright, an imperial contract,
Fine.
sure.
Guess I'm willing to hear him out.
The Emperor of Nilfgaard, Lord of Metina, Ebbing, and Gamera, Sovereign of Nazaire and Vicovaro will feel honored, I'm sure.
What about you?
I'm going in the opposite direction. I somehow doubt the Emperor's invitation mentioned me. Besides, I've got things to do at Kaer Morhen, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Thanks for your help, Vesemir. See you soon.
Alright, so Vesemir doesn't die.
How's your horse?
Maybe.
Swift?
Can't complain. Why do you ask?
I'd like to be back behind some thick city walls as soon as possible.
Ah, someone's after you, huh? Ha! Does he have 4 fingers on his right hand?
You know, I had a dream about you recently.
Knowing you, it was probably filthy.
Yeah.
Just the beginning. But then...
But then...
Snow. Ah, fuck. This the wild hunt? Ah! Is this Odin?
Tomorrow, all right? After the audience.
This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead. After many trials and tribulations, Geralt finally learned that Yen was in nearby Vizima.
This Dandelion the Bard sounds like a Native American. All right. This looks weird, but I've experienced this before myself. It's been a few years. It's strange to have people bathe you, though. That's weird.
It must suffice.
Oh, get out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Think Amir cares if I'm clean.
The gentleman will refer to His Imperial Majesty by his full title or not at all. The gentleman will be seated on the bergère.
Bergère.
What now?
In that chair.
So they're like French and Russians combined?
The gentleman's sideburns to half an inch.
Fine. I mean, I don't mind a shave, but I mean, I want to, like, I want to say how I want my hair done.
What's wrong with my beard? Always thought it added to my dignity.
Well, it
does.
doesn't.
Yet it also detracts from your elegance. In Nilfgaard, we consider beards hard on the eyes. Especially beards infested with lice.
Been on the road a while. Fine. Do your thing.
Tilt your head back, please, and sit still.
How goes it? Preparations for the audience proceeding as planned?
Yes, General. The gentleman will be more or less presentable.
Who's this guy? He a barber too?
You just said general.
No. Morvran Voorhis, commander of the Alba Division. Yennefer's escort. They were my men. All of them. Indeed, were. For none have returned to Vizima, have they? I truly wonder what happened on the road yesterday. Perhaps you could enlighten me. You have time.
Universe said we'd talk about it after the audience, sir.
To your throat.
Both seem okay to say. As long as Geralt doesn't say it like an asshole.
Wild Hunt killed them.
A cavalcade of wraiths dashing across the night sky. These omens of war the peasants...
It was a white whale stove in the Essex.
Expect me to believe that.
Frankly, I don't really give a damn.
Nordlings.
Frankly, Scarlet.
We can
or frankly, my dear.
Shave you and clothe you, but teaching you manners, that will be a challenge.
Yeah, Geralt's a jerk.
Done. Shall I shave him once more against the grain?
No. He himself is very much against the grain. That's enough. Farewell, Witcher. Or rather, see you soon.
Good. Now the gentleman may dress.
Thank you. This has all been very strange. Didn't shave his neck though? Come on.
Sadly, I did not receive exact measurements. If the garments chafe, our tailor will adjust them.
Obviously, Geralt, they don't want you wearing your clothes. It wouldn't suit the court.
Black, black, or black?
I think one is a little bit
We do
green.
not like garish colors in Nilfgaard. The gentleman will tell me once he has chosen an outfit.
I'll take the black one. Huh. Okay. Why are you telling me this now?
A ready meal, directly out of Nordling tales. Consider.
Can I get another shave? The opposition in Nilfgaard. Well, Nilfgaard's emperor wields absolute power. Excuse me. Hardly crushing the slightest signs of disobedience. Opposing forces continue to exist within the empire. By this I do not mean the disgruntled leaders of conquered provinces, but the magnates within the City of 1,000 Towers, who are unhappy with current leadership. This conflict between the Emperor and the houses of Nilfgaard, the capital, dates back many years. All the princes of the blood of magnates expected their ruler to wed one of their daughters and sire an heir with one of their own. The Emperor, however, had other plans. This proved a slap in the face for all the great families from which he refused to take a bride. Okay. Okay. Nilfgaardian opposition patiently waits for the Emperor to slip up, for some event to occur which will weaken his authority, be it an economic crisis or defeat in battle. Intrigue. A secret conspiracy lies ready to seize such a moment and to incite the disaffected, assassinate the Emperor, and carry out a coup d'etat, culminating with one of their own number ascending to the throne. For obvious reasons, only a limited few know this conspiracy, but any shrewd observer of Nilfgaardian politics can read the science of its workings. So long as man are man and the world is as it is, certain dynamics will forever remain the same. And the discontented will always form subversive societies with their secret science and hidden agendas.
A shame I have no time.
Saltpeter. Bread and orange. Can we get another haircut? Chronicles of Redania. Vredank the Elf. Despite what one may conclude from his moniker, not one drop of elven blood flowed in King Vredank's veins. They called him the Elf because of his exceptional beauty and for the great admiration he felt for the Ain Seed. This fascination, seeming harmless, would have horrible long-term consequences. King Vredank, spitting in the face of all laws and customs, chose his wife a half-elf, and one of low status at that, known as Beatrice of Covir. The fruit of his regrettable and short-lived misalliance was Falca, who later fomented bloody revolt against her own father. Though this uprising was ultimately extinguished and Falca herself burned at the stake, the young state was thereafter thrown into chaos for years to come.
Vedimin, directly out of Nordling tales. Inconceivable.
Inconceivable! The wonders of Zerrikania. During my many travels, I have seen countless extraordinary places. The primeval wilds of Brokilorn, with trees so high their tips disappear in the clouds. Dwarven chambers carved into the guts of the Mahakam Mountains, with walls plated in pure gold. The ice palace of Pont Vanis, adorned with stained frost windows. Excuse me, I'm burping a lot right now. Yet none of these made such impressions on me as did the rightly famed Zerrikania. Yet while I was traversing the fiery mountains, I feared disappointment awaited me on the other side. I had heard many a fantastic tale about Zerrikania, about its trackless sands, burnt white by the sun, its golden-scaled dragons weaving their nest amidst the dunes, its hunchbacked horses, camels, able to survive weeks without even a swallow of water. Yet none seemed to me at all plausible. I was sure all these sensations were but the figments of some bard's overactive imagination. I know this will be as hard for you to believe, dear reader, as it once was for me, but all of the unbelievable tales are true. Not only that, during my many months of travel, I came across wonders far surpassing those of any previous travelogues mentioned. I saw temples dedicated to the worship of dragons. I heard their voice, too, almost human. Did they speak Latin? But reverberating with 1,000 echoes. In Latin. I meant warrior maids clad in leopard skins, tattooed from head to foot, and giving no ground to witchers and master of the blade. I saw mages who channeled power from fire. I saw seemingly harmless flies, whose solitary bite would make a man fall into a deep slumber, never to wake, save to die. Malaria? Dengue fever. Yellow fever. In short, Zerrikania is a land where the fantastic is normal, and the impossible occurs daily. Do we get to go there in this game? Well, if it's anything like Diablo, once I get to the desert level, I kind of quit playing. No, this game is better than Diablo. I like this. Pretty cool.
I have no time.
Shave me again, sir.
Do not disturb.
Shave me again, sir. Cut off this long hippie hair, please. No. Gnomish prankings. Scrub the greasings from a dog's ear, soak into cotton twine, place in a nude lamp of greenish hue, and set said lamp betwixt an eager crowd. Forsooth shall they swear that a dog's head they behold, and this shall be no sorcery, but good betidings. For the Prince of Ellender's nuptials, a partry gnome, armed with a miniature cutlass, hid himself in a pie. When guests partook of the princely banquet, a gnome jumped out of the base of bread. A gnome jumped out the besabered gnome, giving a terrible fright to all at first, then causing much merriment once the jest was figured. A cynocephalus, a doghead or a baboon, or a doghead in our tongue, a beast that in the waste of Zanguibar dwells, so it's probably a baboon, has the corpus of a man, but the head of a dog. The Prince of Elender did receive such a specimen from those far-off lands. The cynocephalus let stream its urine with the tolling of every hour. I don't think that's true of baboons, both day and night, and this is why the Zangibarians engrave its likeness on timepieces and compasses. Well, that sounds like a pointless book. A goblet and grapes. A sword for witches. Who are the hunters, you ask? For folk like you and yours, I reply. The decent kind, haters of lies, doers of good. The kind who live according to the gods' laws, and nature's laws too. Those disgusted by the machinations of witches, magicers, and non-humans. All that separates us from common folk is that we've the courage to take up arms, to defend our lands from evil, to slice out the gangrene that eats us from within. We haven't a leader, we haven't fort or land. Though God-fearing Radovid supports us with his gold at times, we've not sworn him nor any other ruler any oath. We serve only the eternal fire, the magisters from divinity, and we listen only to our own conscience. Who can join us? Any who is right of soul and sound of body. You can find us in every larger city in the north. We will give you board, lodging, and a weapon. We'll explain how to spot the telltale signs of evil, birthmarks in strange and arcane shapes, smooth skin on a matron aged more than 30 springs, and black cats kept in the yard, to name but a few. We will show you how to defend yourself from witchcraft, how to tame and snuff out magic elements with Demeritium. We will instruct you how to squeeze the sinner's darkest secrets out of them with a hot iron, and how to grant them cleansing death with the help of sacred fire. Oh, it's locked. Have to get dressed first. The black one. The black one. Or the black one. Right, the one in the middle is definitely different, and the ones on the end... they kinda look the same. Am I missing something? I think this one does have a different texture, unless it's just how the lighting is different over here. Yeah, this one, it is different. It is different. Looks brocade. Huh. I like this one, I think. Elegant courtier's doublet. Nilfgaardian trousers. Elegant Nilfgaardian shoes. That's all the same. Can I take them all? And sell it! Ha-ha!
This might come as news to the gentleman, but a towel wrapped around one's waist is not fitting attire for an audience. The gentleman will kindly dress.
Okay, buddy. Nope. That one. Okay, these are all the same. Okay, only the shirt is different. That gives 2 armor? Okay. It doesn't suit us.
Black suits the gentleman. Does the outfit satisfy the gentleman?
Yeah.
A studded doublet and a sword on my back. That's what would satisfy me. But tough. When in Nilfgaard.
Yes.
Do as the Nilfgaardians do.
So what now?
An idiom. I learned the idioms first.
No need. The gentleman's complexion is light enough.
Oh,
the
God.
gentleman is to stand before the ruler of the North and South. I must confirm that he knows how to bow.
Ah, shit. I'm not a boor. I know how to bow.
Confirm away.
Please watch. Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse. Lacking fluidity and grace, but we've learned to expect less of Nordlings. Come with me. The gentleman will address the Emperor only when asked to, and using the appropriate title.
Your arch-magnificency?
I see the gentleman is in the mood for jests. I fear the Emperor might not share his disposition. Your Majesty will suffice. Spoken loudly, clearly, and with respect.
Gwyn halt fi gledfion. Is het een wat gen geralt?
I don't have my 2 swords. How do you know? Wow. Go ahead and do some somersaults on the floor. The Wild Hunt. Let's read about these guys. From farmers and herdsmen, milkmaids to midwives, all the common folk of the continent whisper, sharing tales of a wraithly procession pounding across the sky. The Wild Hunt, they call it. Winds and gales, storms and blizzards arise when it's sighted, and all grows cold, though the sun shone bright moments before. Some remember only the cold from the shock of the encounter, and claim the riders come always in winter. But nay, this is not so. The hunt brings its own eyes. Death and war gallop in its wake, or so the superstition goes. Yet evil enough is the hunt itself. It takes folk captive, youths most often, in the prime of their wilding years, with 10 to 20 summers behind them. The hunt rushes in and they disappear, only to return long years later with no memory of what passed in the time between. Should I put the hunting trousers on? I can't access inventory here. If I go back to the dressing room, can I do it there? Nope, I cannot access inventory. Hold on. Nope, I can't put the hunting trousers on.
Yes, pen esquid. Garen vatkan, vakelm.
Imgrimi et art ketzer. Gryfen aden in karn eb marvut. Emir var emreis.
Bow.
Bow. It's bow. When in Rome, when in Nilfgaard.
Your Imperial Majesty.
Arer ep do orde.
Avelian namen, vatkan favort.
It's like the Hitler videos on YouTube. If you don't believe Pokemon are real, leave the room now.
I thought you bowed before no man.
Didn't want to disappoint the Chamberlain. We're friends. Take it you didn't summon me to reminisce about the good old days. So...
Silence. My daughter Cirilla. She's returned. And she's in danger.
Is that Ciri?
The wild hunt pursues her. You will find her and bring her to me.
Are you sure? Ciri left. Went far, far away.
Do you believe I drag you here in the middle of a war to discuss a rumor?
I think anyone can be wrong, even an emperor.
I had forgotten how insolent you can be.
Yeah, he's pretty insolent.
I haven't the time to convince you, nor the desire, in fact. Yennefer will do that after the audience.
How many men in your army? 20,000? 30? So why me?
You know why. Because she trusts you.
She trusts me, yes. So tell me why you're looking for her. Doubt it's about making up for all those lost years.
For reasons of state, as always.
As always.
Enough of this banter. You will agree regardless. If for no other reason than because I shall pay you. More than you customarily receive for a contract.
Of course, it's an imperial
Considerably
contract.
More.
Yes. Kind of need motivation as well.
I need information, not motivation. Ciri leaves few tracks. She'll be hard to find.
My corps of spies will help you. Count on them, and my army, should the need arise. Yennefer will tell you the rest. This audience is finished. Mererid!
Mererid!
Take him to the sorceress.
Well, that wasn't very painful.
Follow me, if the gentleman pleases. Please keep close. There are many honorable guests in the palace, whom the gentleman
disgusts.
Need not bother. And it's past noon.
Greetings.
What? Do you know who you're talking to, soldier? I'm Herivard II, Prince of Elandar. Not only am I made to wait here like some supplicant, but with who for company? A tinter.
Tanner. Master of the Tanners Guild?
As if it makes a damn difference. I demand...
Calm down. The Emperor demands silence. Those who disturb face harsh punishment, no matter their birth.
So you're the one with the
A
cynosyphilis.
witcher. Oh, that's just perfect.
Prince of Ilander.
Request.
The Emperor shall guide us.
Are y'all installing Trump's star on the Walk of Fame? After it was defaced again for, what is it, like the 4th time now? Don't be angry at me for looting, it's what I do. He's cool with it. Broken stained glass. Yep. I wonder what happened. Is this stuff from the previous game, perhaps?
The gentleman will have time for a stroll later. Please stay with me.
Yes?
Yes. Courtiers wear hoods. Bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Ja, nee. Raadsleden enecht es tun es saur an nein fire.
Mover and
Es
Voorhees.
ziet efsat. Ep finser nein mathenk. Nein kofurteil an emp pavar.
Es frag. Kiaside.
Duth. Wisse va
Duth.
atra es paese.
Rusty bread knife. Good thing we have that now, sir. Hey, General.
Tete taghein den kalantne se verloy sau. Ep Toussaint.
Mind if I interrupt?
Toussaint.
Why not join in instead?
Oh, thank you, General.
We're discussing neutrality. How difficult it is to preserve.
Is that Samuel? Know a bit about that. Yeah. Witcher knows, I mean, Geralt knows about neutrality. Sure, he does.
Know a thing or two about that.
Care to explain?
Never changes. I try to stay out of things, stand aside. Then comes an urgent summons, and an offer I can't refuse. Enough about that. Mind if we change the subject?
I talked to the Emperor. Have you spoken to the Emperor?
So, talk to the Emperor.
Why did he summon you?
So not even you know.
No. But I wager it's an ordinary witcher's contract.
Well, an Imperial Witcher's contract, sir.
Werebubs.
Werebubs.
See ya.
Soon, mind you.
Request.
No, it's not Peter.
Es for death.
F for death. Tene gravide.
Es maar streken ep voldast in de kar.
Geen Joos.
Arr.
Es is zat. Es war noodelijk.
What do you want?
The gentleman will have time for a stroll later. Please stay with me.
I'll take a stroll now, thank you. Yes, absolutely. For Jim Dust, sweetenly.
The gentleman will have time for a stroll later.
Hup. Yep.
Heil, Kerjer!
Hell, I called you or something. You're going that way, so I am going this way.
War en I'd fain.
War and Ed Plain.
Please stay with me.
So they're kind of Nordic, Russian, French people.
The gentleman will have time for a stroll later. Please stay.
What does the general have in his garden? Or the emperor? White Merle.
Is it true? Northern women bathe but once every 3 moons.
The plants here are the same.
We've no need for the gentleman's escort. We've no need for the gentleman's escort.
I'm not here to escort you, just, you know, to talk, to speak.
Heard of the Bryhead Brigade?
Are you not enthralled by my silver head? Through yonder.
There's hen Esquin.
I wanted to talk to this officer over here. Okay. Does he say anything?
It's a Yondrain at McCare. Yes?
Alright.
Sharpened yet. Yes? Then transcribe. The true authority in Novigrad is not the city council or the merchants' guild, but the Church of the Eternal Fire and the criminal underworld. At times it is difficult to tell the one from the other. They both display a similar ruthlessness and cynicism that...
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
You know what? I'll write the report myself. You'll need only prepare a clean draft. In triplicate.
This is... That's it is important. There is.
Be so kind and do not disturb.
Be kind, rewind. What shall become of Temeria? Temeria, a land where the milk and honey once flowed. And what did she wrong the gods that they should treat her so cruelly? The Pearl of the North to some, she proved a galloping range for Nilfgaardian cavalry to others. As the country had survived 2 previous wars against the Empire, it was here that the war's bloodiest battles were fought. It was in Temeria where their most bestial deeds were wrought. It was Temerian civilians who bore the full brunt of this war's horrors. And bear them we did, bravely and steadfastly, until the demise of our great protector, King Foltest. Then Providence turned its fickle face from Temeria. Murdered most treacherously, Foltest failed to leave Temeria a worthy successor. And so, according to the cards in Gwent, it's because Foltest loved his sister. And so all manner of curse soon fell upon her, tearing her apart like so much carrion. She had no more allies then. None remembered that we had once been the armor protecting the north from the designs of the Mad Dancer. The Mad Dancer. The white flame who dances on the graves of his enemies. He who had the gravestones of his foes pounded into a ballroom floor. Ah, so he really does have that. I guess he really did earn that name. That's an interesting idea. Your gravestones pounded into your ballroom floor. A free and independent Temeria is no more. A dark-faced sun looms over her every rampart. Yet we Temerians live on, and always will, as long as folk believe the usurper who took our beloved capital, Vizima. Alright, so this is not the imperial capital, this is still Vizima. So that makes sense why, you know, the plants are the same. To treat us as, we're still in Temeria, we're still in the Northlands or whatever. To treat as his property will forever peer over his shoulder in fear, for the shadow lurks not one dagger, but the power of nation of daggers, waiting to deal justice's blow. royal lineages of the north. And if you'll excuse me, I'm going to the head right now. I'll be right back. Alright. Cerelia Fiona Ellen Rhiannon, born 1251, heiress to the throne of Sintra, Princess of Bruges and Duchess of Sodden, heiress to Ines Ard Skellig and Ines Anne Skellig, and suzerain of Atre and Abiara, daughter of Pavetta, see Pavetta Fiona Ellen, and the Urkion Erlenwald, see Emir Var Emers, granddaughter of the famous lioness of Sintra, Queen Calanth, see Calanth Fiona Rhiannon. So, daughter of Emir... Yeah, that's the emperor that we just spoke to. A shipwreck occurred during a journey from Sintra to Skellige, which took the lives of Urkion and Pavetta. Cyrilla's further upbringing was then entrusted to her grandmother. In 1260, afraid of the looming Nilfgaardian threat, Queen Calanth sent Cyrilia to the court of King Erbil, see Erbil of Verdun, where the heiress of Kintra was to marry the heir to the throne of Verdun, Prince Kistrin. Though aligned with Verdun and gaining the aid of the realm's army was at the time Calanth's top priority, no marriage ever occurred, because Cyrilia was probably like 8 years old or something, and Cyrilia returned to her grandmother's court. In 1262, during the so-called Kintra massacre, Cyrilia went missing. What's in this jar? Nothing. It just needs to be cleaned. Pearls of the North, Novigrad. No one can claim to have traveled the Northern Realms who has not been to Novigrad. If I were forced to list what, during many meanderings, has made the greatest impression on me, it would be precisely this great and yet at the same time free city. A metropolis worthy of the Empire. Its only flaw is that the civilization Nilfgaard carries with her has not yet enlightened it. That is why hordes of reactionary cultists of the Eternal Fire dwell in the midst of its excellent buildings and superb commercial infrastructure. One feels as though superstition is how the local hierarch and his temple guard cement their power over the city dwellers, and many they are to control, for the city counts no less than 30,000 of inhabitants. While strolling through its fabulous port, surrounded by marvels of architecture, it is hard to imagine that centuries ago Novigrad was a mere minor elven townstead. When the city fell into the hands of the Nordlings, its problems grew exponentially. For as is well known, the people of the North can do a great many things, but peaceful and orderly cohabitation is not one of them. And so Novigrad first belonged to Redania, and then fell under Temerian rule, until finally, after endless compromises and bargains, it at last became a free city. But is the city truly free? So I guess it's its own city-state. It's not like a northern or a Temerian city. It's its own little place. But is the city truly free? I dare to doubt it. Redanian influence makes itself felt too strongly on every street corner, and the fact that the city is located within right of its territory speaks for itself. While wandering the city streets, I came across 4 water mills, 8 banks, and nearly 19 pawn shops. There are also a great many houses and simple pleasures such as taverns and brothels, and Novigrad's commitment to matters of faith is borne witness to by the fact that the city contains no less than, I kid you not, 19 temples through the eternal fire. What more can be said? I think Novigrad has all the makings of the capital of the world, and perhaps that is what it will one day become. First, however, someone needs to bring order to within her walls. We already read that. Yep, we already read that.
A shame I have no time.
You're standing around looking at a fireplace. You have time, Ambassador. Va'atre. Var-Ader, whatever your name is.
Geralt, that tunic. You look positively smashing.
Smashing.
Dying to take it off.
I'd consider that a proposition under different circumstances. One I might even take you up on. But we've matters to attend to. Now do you understand why I'm at Emir's court?
And seems we're in the same boat now. Ciri, she's really back. No chance he's mistaken.
Look, that's more or less what she looks like now. Or so our agents claim. Our little witch has grown into a young lady.
How about that? She's grown up.
It's been years since you trained together at Kaer Morhen. A great deal has changed.
You haven't. Not a bit.
Because he's a
I
sorceress.
miss those awkward compliments of yours.
It's an illusion.
But let's focus on Ciri, all right?
Right. Emir said the Wild Hunt's after her. I'd find that hard to believe before what happened yesterday. How did they track us down?
Because of me. You see, I've spent months searching for Ciri, using locating spells, haruspicy, geomancy, anything, really. I knew the Wild Hunt might sense it, perhaps even find me. I thought I'd tricked them.
Well, guess you were wrong.
I've sensed them on my trail, hunting me, for some time. If not for you and Emir's soldiers, they'd have gotten what they were after. I can't risk another encounter like that. It's time to put away the magic, turn to more traditional methods. To the best tracker I know. You must find her, Geralt. Before the Wild Hunt does.
The Wild Hunt? What could it want from Ciri?
I've no clue, Geralt. Might have written them to ask, but I don't have their address. I know as much as you do. It must be about her blood. Her gift. As for what the Hunt wishes to do with that gift, I'd prefer not to think about it, really.
So where's Ciri been seen, exactly?
In 2 places. Velen and Novigrad. The trail in Velen is most promising. You should make that your first stop. Ask for a merchant named Hendrik at the inn at the crossroads. One of the Emperor's agents. He should get in touch with you.
That's it? No passwords? Secret handshakes?
None. Sorry to spoil your fun. Your boyhood fantasies about the crafts of the trade. All we have in Novigrad are unconformed reports, rumors. But there you will have the help of our mutual acquaintance. Triss Merigold. Apparently she's got a cozy flat on the main square.
Sure she'll be delighted to see me. What about you? What will you do?
I shall sail for Skellige. There was a magic explosion there recently, blew half a forest down. I believe this had something to do with Ciri. I'll be in Caer Trold. Join me there once you've learned something.
What school does that belong to? Caer Trold.
One thing before we go. Why didn't you contact me? Didn't need me? Didn't even want to see me?
I didn't want to spoil things. I'd heard you and Triss made a great couple.
Yen, I'd lost my memory.
Really? That's your excuse?
Well, he lost his memory, woman. Come on.
Let's drop it, alright? It's not what you think, or it helped me understand how much I love you. I don't wish to hear it. Any of it.
He'd lost his memory. He didn't even know who he was. I guess that was Witcher 2.
To split up again. Not my preference, but I understand. Clock's ticking.
It is indeed. So why don't I teleport you to Velen, get you there at once?
Not gonna happen. I'll go on horseback, as soon as I can get changed.
Have it your way? Oh, and you really look quite dashing in black velvet.
Thanks.
She likes those colors.
Yeah, I can have some of my armor lined with it. Good luck, Yen.
Same to you. And if you wish to learn what's happened in the world while you and Vesemir roamed the wilderness, talk to Ambassador Varatra. That's him over there. And Geralt, I know it's wartime, but try not to be a hero, alright? Just check those leads and come back to me, in one piece.
You're asking me to be a fucking hero, to track this chick down when the fucking Wild Hunt's after her. You're totally asking me to be a hero. The contract says, be a hero, rescue Ciri, bring her to the fucking Emperor. Teleport! Ah!
I hate portals.
Vedimi. Directly out.
She who knows. Folks say they were four first. The mother, she who knows, the lady of the wood, came here from a faraway land, and since she suffered terribly from loneliness, she made 3 daughters out of dirt and water. A long, long time ago, the mother was our sole ruler of all Velen. Her daughters brought her the people's requests and served as her voice. Each spring, sacrifices of grain, animals, and men were made to the Lady of the Wood on her special night. Yet, as the years passed, the Lady of the Wood slipped deeper and deeper into madness. Probably from having men sacrificed. Her madness eventually spread over the land. Men took to abandoning their homes and setting out into the bog, where they became food for beasts. Before long, Velen was drowning in blood. The daughters saw their land nearing destruction and took it upon themselves to save it. When spring came once more, and with it the night of sacrifices, they killed their mother and buried her in the bog. Her blood watered the oak atop Ard Serbin, and from then on the tree grew wholesome and hearty fruit for the people. As for the lady's immortal soul, it refused to leave its beloved land, and so the sisters imprisoned it. To this day it lies trapped beneath a whispering hillock, where it thrashes about in powerless rage. Yep, and that's the book from the floor. Door's locked for some reason. Royal Lineages of the North. We read it already. The Wild Hunt. Read that already. Yep. Read that already. Another rusty bread knife. A picture of Australia. Ugh.
Scars healed nicely.
Or it's like artists do, and they didn't render scars and moles and stuff in the old times. Letter to Yennefer. Yennefer, my dear friend, thank you for your letter. Forgive me not for answering your earlier attempt to reach me via Megascope. Megascope. What is megascope? I'm like a crystal ball. I'm trying to limit my magic communication to the absolute minimum. One never knows who's listening, don't you agree? I'm delighted you have found a position at our gracious Emperor's court and wish you the best of luck in their search for his daughter. It is good to know that... Excuse me. It is good to know that Amir's intentions for her have become more, how shall I put it, mundane. What were his original intentions? Perhaps in these circumstances, an agreement regarding the lodge will prove possible after all. In response to your first question, I can state beyond all doubt that Ciri has not appeared anywhere south of the Yaruga. Believe me, I could recognize her magic signature in my sleep. How do you not know where she is? I have not had any contact with Triss for a long time. I only know that things in Novigrad have taken an ill turn. She mentioned something earlier about fleeing to Kovir, but I am afraid that the current political climate that amounts to an impossible daydream. I hope I will soon be able to join you in Vizima. First, I must take care of some unfortunate yet urgent matters in Beauclair. With my finest regards, Fringilla Vigo. Thank you for the news about Geralt. He always seems to land on his feet, doesn't he? The collected verse of Gonzalo de Vesria. Love. To love is to build a house of cards, or play a game of chess. One wrong word or ill-thought move, and you must start it all afresh, like losing your memory. Tide. Whenever I watch the tide recede, cold coils of fear grip around my heart. Will the seas sneak back, calm and sure, in the dark of night, as they have before? Or will they stay on distant shores, leaving crushed shells and washed-up dreams as memory of source of yore? Some open verse there. Apple juice, silver mug, silver barrels. Human life requires three things for sustenance: food, drink, and gossip. It is thus no wonder that no matter where I travel, be it icebound Povis or evergreen Tucson, everyone asks me about the passions that bind Geralt and the sorceress Yennefer of Vengerberg. As a man both cautious and discreet, I refuse to betray their secrets. It's this dandelion, with one important exception. The history of their first encounter is so extraordinary, so romantic and moving, that it would be a veritable crime to hide its light beneath a bushel basket. Indeed, had I not witnessed these events in person, I would never believe there was room in our grim and dark world for such fantastic marvels. It all began when Geralt and I were feeling a bit peckish and, unburdened by heavy coin pouches, decided to fish ourselves out of a lake. No bites were to be had, but we did not leave empty-handed. My hook snagged quite a lovely little pot. Oblivious to my friend's warnings, I opened it, and in doing so freed a powerful genie. Without giving it much thought, I set about proclaiming my wishes. Before I could get to three, however, the genie, irritated, I see now in hindsight, at being issued demands so soon after waking, began to throttle me. Geralt was able to drive him off, but I was left in a sorry state. I acted, the Witcher told me later, as though under the influence of some curse. Clearly, the help of an expert in the magic arcana would be needed. It was our good fortune that Yennefer of Vengerberg happened to be staying in a nearby village. Geralt went to her to ask that she heal his best friend, who happened also to be the brightest star in the North's poetic firmament. It must be Dandelion writing this. Yennefer, however, was more interested in the genie, which she wanted to trap into magic servitude, than in its victim, and, it should be said, played the Witcher like a well-strung mandolin. Or is it the lute? Yet rather than grow angry at being used in such a calculating manner, he felt white head over muddy boots in love with her. What happened then? Well, I won't go into details, but it involved a stuffed unicorn. Suffice to say that Yennefer's plans hardly delighted the genie, and without its cooperation she proved unable to tame it. The sorceress would surely have met a tragic end, and taken Olive Rendell along with her, had Geralt not rushed to her rescue. For once, he did not need to draw either of his blades. To see the djinn packing, he had but to pronounce the third and final wish. He could have asked for anything: wealth, fame, power. But instead he asked the genie to bind his fate to that of the arrogant yet intriguing sorceress from Vingerberg. So Geralt's fate is bound to Yennefer. Julian Alfred Pankratz, Viscount of Lettenhoven, born 1232, award-winning poet, playwright, and troubadour. Frequent performer at the courts of Nadimir, Vizimir, Venzlov, and many other nobles and notables. Alumnus of Oxenford Academy. So is that the actual name of Dandelion? Is Dandelion like his artist name? Or is this in fact a different person altogether? Demerichim ore. Concept art. Sword for Riches. We've already read it. Runes. Skellige Gambison. Killer Whale. Pure silver. Dark iron ore. That's not red, is it? No, it's not red. The astrolabe or whatever it is.
A shame I have no time.
A portrayal of the elder races. What is a non-human? What is an inhuman? The answer is simple. As the very name suggests, it is something which resembles, and yet nevertheless is not a human. Though it walks on two legs, speaks a tongue similar to our own, and dresses in similar attire, it all the same has more in common with base beasts than noble man. Dwarves are like moles. They feel best underground and avoid direct sunlight. They like to live in filth, forever smudging themselves in mud and slime. They love everything that can be found within the earth. Rocks, minerals of all shape and color. It is also said that, like their kindred moles, they feed most readily on worms, roaches, and other night crawlers. Halflings, for their part, are more reminiscent of gophers. Fat, lazy, and loud in that typical rodent way, their minds are filled only with the thoughts of food and drink. When they steal from other, nobler beasts and greedily squirrel away in their hovels, they are marked by a cruel craftiness. You could be dying of hunger, and they would not share a meal with you. You could be howling from poverty, and they could be swimming in gold, and yet they would still fleece you to the last grand. You could do nothing but good to them, and they would still stab a knife in your back. Elves, in turn, seem related to the birds of prey that dwell in far-off Zerkania. They care most for colored feathers. They would most readily spend all day staring at the reflections of the water and singing their own praises. They are so awash in self-love that they no longer feel any desire towards members of the opposite sex of their own species. Their appearance, unquestionably pleasant to the eye, is highly misleading, for they are extraordinarily cruel, and any who judge them by looks alone they first dupe and then kill in cold blood. The best proof of this, the so-called squatail bandits that claim to fight for freedom, but in truth only long to kill humans. All these vile so-called elder races are, to our great fortune, slowly dying out. Joy fills the heart of every right-thinking man at the thought that his great-grandchildren will never know them. That in their day dwarves, halflings, and elves will be mere fairy tale characters used to steer young and impressionable children. Alright, so that was obviously written by someone who does not like things other than humans. And now let's talk to the ambassador.
Ambassador Varatra, Yennefer suggested I ask you about current events, the war and so on.
Of course. The Emperor's servants should keep no secrets from each other. If you will, let us approach the map.
How's the war going?
How's the war going? I mean, apart from the fact that Nilfgaard's triumph is imminent.
I assume this to be a private conversation. We've no witnesses, so let's dispense with the propaganda, even that shrouded in irony. Our offensive was going splendidly until winter came. Edirn was in such disarray that we encountered no resistance. We had reached the Pontar before the first snows. Only a weakened Kedwin remained, and Radovid's Redania, which had ignored the rest of the North's pleas for help. We thought they'd sue for peace, perhaps even submit to vassalization. We waited for spring, certain of victory.
Radovid? Submit?
Yes, a vain hope, I agree. Radovid sent no peace envoy, nor did he advance on our positions. Instead, he trudged over the snow-bound Kestrel Mountains and attacked Kedwin, his ally. This attack took the Kedweni by surprise. They were still mourning the loss of their king. Rudderless and dejected, they laid down their arms after a few lost skirmishes and joined Radovid. And so by spring, instead of 2 weak enemies, we had only 1 powerful one.
What about Kovir?
What about Kovir?
Kovir values its neutrality, enough not to lend its armies, or more importantly, even its coin to either side. Returning to the war, this spring there was a massive battle in the marshes of Velen. Massive, yet indecisive. Both sides suffered enormous losses, unprecedented even. Radovid has retreated across the Pontar. He's safe for now, until reinforcements arrive from the south. Then Emperor Emir var Emrys will deal with him once and for all.
Couldn't you just go home? Save everyone a lot of marching, not to mention a few human lives.
I'm afraid the stakes are too high to fold now. We can only go all in.
Let's do this again.
How's the war going?
I assume this to be a our offense. Only a weakened...
I realize this is a little bit immersion breaking, but...
Yes, this attack took the... And so by spring...
That a note of admiration, I hear.
That admiration I hear in your voice?
Radovid is our foe, but I cannot deny he is clever. He played us for fools, particularly dense ones at that. Returning to the war, this spring there was a massive battle in the marshes of Velen. Massive, yet indecisive. Both sides suffered enormous losses, unprecedented even. Radovid has retreated across the Pontar. He's safe for now, until
Couldn't you just go home?
I'm afraid the stakes are too high.
Alright, what's the situation in Velen?
How do things look in Velen?
Bad as ever, perhaps worse. This land never flowed with milk and honey, and now it flows with blood. Armies have swept through it several times, trampling fields, looting granaries, burning villages. Famine grips the populace.
Mm-hmm. So how's ruling that earthly paradise going for you?
Not well, to be honest. Our forces are spread thin as it is, and Velen is chiefly swampy forests that are difficult to control. We've had several patrols never return to their camps. Thus, we've temporarily delegated authority in this region to a certain Nordling, a former low-ranking officer in the Temerian army, one Philip Strenger, better known by his nom de guerre, the Bloody Baron. I advise you well. Avoid him.
Alright, what's new in Novigrad?
Any news from Novigrad? Is the free city still free?
Yes, although everyone knows this won't last. Radovid is in Oxenfurt, and the Emperor is here in Vizima, at Novigrad's doorstep, both. And both require coin and ships. Novigrad can provide these. Which is why the mood in the city is rather, well, on edge.
Meaning?
How do men deal with fear? They seek reassurance and scapegoats. The Church of the Eternal Fire understands this perfectly, and so it promises to improve the lives of its flock by pointing out the guilty. Who started the war? Who profits from it? Why, it's obvious. Mages, elves, dwarves, in a word, any and all deviants. I've been stationed in Novigrad for 13 years. First as a consul, then as ambassador. I've seen a great deal. Cruelty, cynicism, greed. But what is happening there now concerns me greatly.
So he's the more modern form of consul, not the old form of consul, which then would be more than an ambassador.
What's new in Skellige?
Nothing.
Nothing.
The islanders pride themselves on that, don't they? Doing everything according to tradition, as their forefathers did. And like their forefathers, they quarrel with each other, pillage, occasionally attack our transports. This is cumbersome, but nothing more. Skellige has always been a footnote to history, and so it shall remain.
Sound awfully confident. What if King Bran manages to unite the Jarls? Lead all the clans against your fleet?
King Bran is a feeble old man. From what I know, he barely remembers the names of his own vassals. Uniting all might prove difficult.
Hold on, I've got to take a phone call. Alright, I'm back.
Thanks for your help.
Think nothing of it. May the great sun light your path.
And the great sun is not the eternal flame? Isn't there a door on the other side of this?
How might I serve the gentleman?
This is a different guy.
Citrus and cloves. The fragrance will keep the gentleman's robes fresh somewhat longer.
Thanks, bunches.
The Emperor is not known for his patience. He wants his daughter back safe and sound, as soon as possible.
Yeah, mentioned something of the sort. So long.
Is he a doppelganger? Ah, yeah. Where is the ambassador? Okay, so the Chamberlain had kind of grayer hair, but he pretty much looks the same as this ambassador guy. Is one of them a doppelganger? Those are better than what I had before. Okay. Make my legs look tiny. Okay, everything seems back to rights. Got dumplings. Oh, Yennefer didn't say anything about her crystal raven skull.
One false move and you will regret it.
You will regret it. This guy has a quest. Is it the Prince of Ellender? Gwent, play me, fool. Alright, this is my second Gwent game. Let's bet 10.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
Okay. Have 2 frost and 2 fogs. Let's replace one of these with Okay. Well, he's a 5. Blah, blah, blah. Blah. Take one of these out, and one of these out, and one of these out. My front line is pretty good. Poor fucking infantry. Well, let's get rid of those. No, they've got friendship. They've got friendship. Prince Stennis. Who's Prince Stennis? All right. Do the what by the what now? I put a 2 that has friendship out. Okay, close combat, break. He wins draws, so I don't want to do that. And this is arranged. So if he puts another one of those out, then young emissary. Oh! 7. Nope, not enough. What did, what was... I don't know what that did. I don't know what his ability did. I need to beat him by 2. 22, shite. Well, he passed, so I just need to beat him by 2. Okay. I win this round. I get a draw. Alright, I got a close quarters. Put the close quarters girl out. This. Better to live one day as a king than a whole life as a beggar. Alright, that was 5. He has 7 cards and I have 5. Oh, 10. Here's a Blister. Usually we give them female names like Jenny, more like Bertha. Trebuchet. All right. Yes. Haha! Damn. He might win this. He might. I think he's gonna win it. I think he won. Oh. He has 2 cards and I have no cards. He won. I lost 10 gold or 20 gold. Let's go again.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
I have no front lines. All right, 5 on archery. He has 10s. And that didn't reduce at all. Oh, really? Return it to the deck. Okay, buddy. Have another one. He passed. I gotta beat him. I have to play this shit. He has 7 cards. Come on, give me a good draw. I didn't drop it. It didn't drop it. Oh man, he's beating me. I can't touch him. Oh, I should have kept my cards and just passed. I should have just fucking passed. Because he just wins automatically now. Oh, she told me what I lost. Alright, I don't have a good enough deck to fight this to duel this guy right now. Maybe I can just punch him. Hello, noble lady.
Yes?
Yes, something I missed. Something else I missed. Before. You're not actually on top of anything right there, dude. Excuse me. Shagana to vain.
Yes, hen esquil.
Niente mehr d'être.
Well now, Baba, will you see me? Barber's gone. Okay, I guess there's nothing left to do here. Time to go see the Emperor again. Nope.
Till show är väg.
Bye. Fast travel to suggested level 16, level 5, level 10, White Orchard. Kaer Morhen, meaning Keep of the Sea of Yore, is home to a school of witchers, my witchers. Years ago, the keep was destroyed and inhabitants murdered during a massive pogrom. Currently, only a handful of witchers winter here before setting out again on the path. The Duke of Toussaint. Yeah, not going there. One-time home of the kings of Temeria. I guess there's probably some more stuff that I can figure out to do over here. Oh, we're not going to Free City Novigrad yet. Velen, no man's land. The Hanged Man's Tree. Here in this little town. Can I go anywhere I want to, or is it all... So this area actually has what looks like a couple of big cities. This might just be plantations here. This and this definitely are cities. The Hanged Man's Tree. During the war, both sides committed acts of exorbitant cruelty meant to keep the conquered populaces in check.
Geralt and Yennefer were reunited, but something even more important happened in Vizima. Geralt learned that Cirilla, his one-time ward, had returned from afar, and she was in danger. He was to find her, at the Emperor's command and Yennefer's behest.
And I have developed the Axii sign. Absolutely. Look for the eye in Velen. Alright. I want to sell swords to blacksmiths, not to armorers. And I want to sell armor to armorers. $5 days of travel, I'm guessing. Wolves. Oh, sorry. Yes, we come in at a hangman tree. It's a crappy looking crow. Raven. Whatever. Corvid. Okay, so right away we're going to put you on the Heart of Stone expansion path, but we recommend you be at level 30. Nah. Rune Right. While playing Heart of Stone faction, you can encounter a Rune Right. This new craftsman, the only of his kind, comes from a far planet and uses arcane knowledge to considerably improve your equipment. I might yet seek him out anyways, though. Blood and Wine. The Crimson Court. Alright, I need to do a Poet Under Pressure quest. Evil soft first touches. Alright folks, I think I'm going to save it here and then quit, go take a break, and I'll jump back into this game later. This has been a long session.